8.
Say,
Right,
you can't put that as like your Bumble pick. That can't go unhinged. No.
NOLA.com parade coverage of the New Orleans Super Bowl, brought to you by Ochsner Health. Thanks for being here with us. My name's Alex Pomez.
And I'm Scott Pilier. Look, 3 weeks ago we were looking at a foot of snow, and then all of a sudden, here we are, and it's nearly 80 degrees. This is perfection.
It's fantastic. And Super Bowl tomorrow, Mardi Gras right around the corner, right?
Gosh.
It's going to be a fun couple of weeks.
This parade is going to be incredible. I'm so excited. The amount of build-up and energy in the city is palpable. I've kind of been overwhelmed. It's been so much fun.
Well, and you've been going to pretty much every Super Bowl event for the last week, right? People think, whether they realize it or not, the Super Bowl is not just tomorrow. There's been a whole week of events, right? And what else have you been to?
Look, my diet has been out the window. My diet is gone. And I'm sure everybody else, everybody jokes king cake, Mardi Gras season, everybody's diets and stuff. It's not a New Year's resolution. It's a Ash Wednesday resolution in New Orleans. So,
man, all my friends who live around the country, what are you giving up for Lent? Nothing. I'm waiting till, I'm sorry. What I meant was, what are you giving up for your New Year's resolution? Yeah. Nothing. I'm waiting till Lent.
That's how it goes. I think I've had at least 10 pieces of king cake this week, and I don't regret any of them. There are so many to try, and I think we're going to have so many people joining in on this stream, watching from across the country. There's so much going on in the city beyond just the Super Bowl. I feel like we've had so many activations, so many big corporations that have come into town and just made the city feel alive, even more than usual.
I want to talk about the Cheetos riverboat. Did you see this?
USS Cheeto?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. I saw it in pictures, but I didn't get to see it live in person. I assume there was a big Cheetos party on board. Is that what it was?
What is the guy's name? What is the Cheeto man?
Chester Cheetah.
Chester Cheetah. Yeah.
I'm so proud that
Chester
I know.
Cheetah. Yeah. No, it's incredible. And right next to the giant yacht.
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't have been more New Orleans
surreal.
in a nutshell, what's going on in the city right now.
I love it.
So what else have we gone to this week? I did the food and beverage preview in the Dome on Monday night before opening night. By the way, the Superdome looks unbelievable. After all the renovations by Caesars.
It looks incredible.
Looks great.
Yeah.
I ate stone crab legs. I had lobster. I was like, who am I? Eating lobster on a Monday night in the Superdome. It was
fancy.
Great. I was fancy.
I love it, man.
What else? What have you been doing?
Not a whole lot. I mean, you've been doing more than me. So I got to go something really cool, though, the other day. I went to the Impact 59 nonprofit grant day event.
Cool.
So basically, they had people from First Harvest Food Bank and Second Harvest Food Bank.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm still working on my coffee intake this morning. Second Harvest Food Bank, I was part of a group of volunteers that packed food for seniors and kids.
Awesome.
And at that event, they gave out grants to a bunch of local New Orleans nonprofits for things like education and, just enriching people's lives in the city of New Orleans. So I work with a nonprofit called Raphael Village that does education for people with special needs, and they were one of the grant recipients. So I got to go, and Roger Goodell spoke, a few Saints players, different people spoke, and it was just really cool. You were talking about the corporate side of Super Bowl. This was really cool to see the nonprofit world and how the NFL in New Orleans is helping the local organizations and the local community, on a very boots on the ground level. So that was pretty cool.
That's incredible. And I feel like there's so many cases of that going on. I work for Pontchartrain Conservancy, doing a lot of coastal restoration stuff.
Cool.
And NFL Green, I'm not sure if people watching knew this, but they have a whole sustainability and green initiative focus with the NFL.
Yeah.
And so Pontchartrain Conservancy planted 600 trees with the NFL all around the Madisonville Chafuncta River Lighthouse.
Oh, cool.
It was incredible. It was so cool to see that side of the NFL kind of giving back beyond just New Orleans. People think the river parishes, the bayou parishes, the Mississippi coast, North Shore, South Shore. This region is getting a huge boost beyond just the city of New Orleans.
Right. And it's so much bigger than just football.
Yes.
It really is a huge community uplift that descends upon this city when you bring an event this big to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And like I was saying earlier, it's pretty cool that it's Mardi Gras is right on the heels. I mean, right around the corner. We've got a week and a half of downtime.
Do we have a week and a half? I'm man, next week is Crew de Vue.
You're right. I guess
so it's
I guess
we're jumping in.
It's a week and a half until we start the Mardi Gras live stream.
Yeah.
It's a week and a half till I have to be right back here in this spot.
Right.
Excuse me. So yeah, if you're watching at home and you're not familiar, we do this live stream for all of the Mardi Gras uptown Mardi Gras parades here in New Orleans. So tune back in to NOLA.com on their website, on YouTube, on social media, because we'll be doing this for all of the uptown parades. So if you're watching from somewhere around the world and you're not a New Orleanian and you're watching because it's the Super Bowl, If you've never been to Mardi Gras, you can tune back in a week and a half, and we'll be doing the coverage for every single Uptown parade. You can find all that information on NOLA.com. So it's a great way to experience Mardi Gras if you can't be here. So this is kind of just a taste.
I know, and we were talking, I spent 2 years away from New Orleans before moving back a year ago.
Yeah.
And I was one of those people watching in on the streams. For the first weekend, I was like, I got to join in because I wasn't there and I had so much FOMO. But wait, so give people the lay of the land because we're in a different kind of parade route, so to speak, a little bit of a different direction today.
Right. So traditionally, okay, so right behind us, this is St. Charles Avenue, and we are in the central business district of New Orleans. The French Quarter is behind us, way that way. I'm making sure that I'm pointing in the right direction. The Garden District and Uptown is that way. Now, here's where it gets complicated, all right? Traffic usually flows toward Uptown away from the French Quarter. So traffic goes this way, right? Now, Uptown Mardi Gras parades go in the opposite direction. They go against the flow. But for this parade, for the Super Bowl, it's going with traffic in this direction.
So from the French Quarter.
So from the French Quarter.
To the direction of Uptown.
If you're from New Orleans or you live here, you probably understand what I just said. If you're not from here, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about, and that's fine. Don't worry about it. The point is there's a parade coming, and it's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
And we're hearing now that the parade has started. It's in front of the cathedral. So the cathedral is in Jackson Square in the French Quarter, which again is behind us. So it's going to be coming from that direction. We're actually close to the end of this parade route. So for Mardi Gras, the route's kind of flipped, and we're kind of in the middle. The parade, for Mardi Gras will be coming that way to this way. I'm looking at myself in reverse on this monitor over here, and it's a little disorienting.
I got to come clean about something.
Yeah.
Okay, so this morning, I did happen to, get a little sneak preview of some of the floats on Instagram. I was stalking people. Cool. I was like looking around. I felt like a kid on Christmas.
Yeah.
And I was like peeking out the window. I got a sneak preview. The floats look incredible. I'm so excited.
Very cool, man. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is late this year, which I don't know if is a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like I need to brace myself. And in just a second, we're going to go to a commercial because we still have a little bit of time to kill before the parade gets here. So, Scott.
Yeah, stay with us.
Glad to be here. Stay with us, and see you soon.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Visit St. Martin Parish, where Cajun began. Experience the true essence of Cajun and Creole along the banks of the Bayou Teche, where French Acadians arrive and still work hard and play hard. In historic towns with unique arts, quaint shops, delicious dining, a local brewery, swamp tours, Cajun and Zydeco music, bed and breakfast, and exciting festivals. Come pass a good time at festivals throughout the year, from the Cracklin Cook-Off Festival to the world-famous Crawfish Festival. Find out more at CajunCountry.org.
So look, Amelia, when we come back, how about this? So I'll do this box. He does. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so you do both of these.
Okay.
The
Eggenberg.
We didn't get instructions.
Eggenberg.
So just do your best.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, you do these three, just so y'all are.
Welcome back to the NOLA.com continuing coverage of the Super Bowl Host Committee Parade brought to you by Ochsner Medical Provider. And look, man, things are ramping up in the quarter and throughout the CBD.
The parade is not too far away from us. We wanted to give a shout out to a few of our sponsors while we're waiting because the parade's going to be here soon. You mentioned Ochsner. We couldn't do this without them. Ochsner is the medical provider of the New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee. Whether you're a local or visiting our vibrant city to enjoy the game, the food, or the culture, Ochsner's medical team is here to keep you feeling your best. With over 80 years of expertise, we're committed to your health and wellness so you can enjoy every moment of the game day experience. Learn more about our services or locate an urgent care facility near you by visiting ochsnerhealth.com. We also want to give a shout out to Eggenberg Trial Lawyers. Stay safe in New Orleans during the big game weekend, but if for any reason you're not, come see Bradley Eggenberg and they'll pay for it.
We also want to give a big shout out to the Farm Bureau. It's the trusted voice of agriculture and the leading grassroots membership organization advocating for all farmers, ranchers, and rural communities, bringing together members at the country, state, and national level to support one another and give back to our communities. By the way, this is a cool one. Rock the Country 2025, a festival for we the people, coming to 9 small towns, bringing 9 massive shows. Don't miss Kid Rock and Nickelback headlining each city with additional performances varying by market. Hank Williams Jr., Leonard Skinner, Gavin Adcock, Travis Tritt, Aaron Lewis, Treaty Oak Revival, Ella Langley, Old 60 Upchurch, and many more. Get tickets now at rockthecountry.com. By the way, this is also, this is my people over in Acadiana. By the way, we've got your next vacation. Visit St. Martin Parish. Experience year-round festivals, live Zydeco, and Cajun music every weekend. Mouth-watering Cajun and Creole cuisine. We've got endless outdoor activities. I can vouch for that. They've got incredible swamp tours, Lake Martin, you name it. I mean, I love it over in St. Martin Parish. This is like,
it's beautiful.
It is.
It's so cool.
There's so much to do outside of like city landscape stuff here in Louisiana. That's what I love. I mean, airboat tours. If you've never been on one, have you been on an airboat?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, closer to here, not in St. Martin.
Just seeing all of the huge, historic, ancient cypress trees in that landscape, like springtime when all of the irises are blooming. I love it. I love it.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Well, and I think a lot of people obviously associate New Orleans, Louisiana, and Mardi Gras and all that stuff. But what I think a lot of people don't realize is there's so much to do outside of New Orleans, whether it's Baton Rouge or Eden Isle or Lafayette or St. Charles, right? There's so many other great cities to visit and things to do in the region.
Yeah, they're really
just in the city.
And like even city bound, you know, you and I were talking earlier, like I live in mid city and there sometimes you get in your little bubble, you know, you get in your little bubble and you're like, I got to go try new spots, you know, in the Bywater. I got to go to Algiers Point. I got to go to Gretna. I got to go over to Kenner and check out what's going on. There's just so much to going on regionally right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a reminder to anybody who's visiting for the Super Bowl, watching this. Actually, I guess if you're visiting for the Super Bowl and you're watching this, you should be down here on the route.
Yes.
Let's go. But if for whatever reason you're in your hotel room or hanging out somewhere, that's a reminder to get out and explore New Orleans. There's so much going on outside of the Super Bowl bubble, I guess we should say. I mean, I'm talking restaurants, bars, attractions like the World War II Museum. There's so much cool stuff going on in the city that's not just about the Super Bowl. We strongly encourage you to get out and check it out.
Also, use different modes of transportation too, like hop on a streetcar, hop on a ferry, like use
pedicab,
bikes. I mean, Lafitte Greenway, getting down here, like that's been my go-to this week. I have been trying to bike everywhere because traffic has been crazy at times.
So I'm on the bayou. Are you in that? Yeah, I'm in the.
I'm closer to Finn McCool's. So over right off Banks and Jesuit, my alma mater.
Right on the bayou. Yeah. Jesuit, Brother Martin.
Uh-oh.
So we just met today. I don't know if anybody can tell this, but
we might have to step
today.
away for a second.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm in Mid City too. So you know, for me, it's like the Bayou and Lafitte Greenway. Those are my go-tos.
Spots. Oh my God, the snow. I keep thinking back to the snow, seeing the Bayou like
that
draped in snow.
That was wild because that was the first time it snowed here in what, like 15, 17 years or something like that.
The biggest snow in history for a lot of spots here, like dating back to the 1800s. So, and now you and I are rocking short sleeves. We're borderline sweating in early February.
2 weeks ago it was the dead of winter, and now it's basically summer.
So things are getting popping behind us. Things are really like building.
Yeah. We were being told in our ear that the parade's at North Peters Canal area, so it's not too far away. If you've been to Mardi Gras parades, you know that they can sometimes take a long time. Mardi Gras runs on its own schedule. It does not stick to a really hardcore schedule. If you know Mardi Gras, you know that. But because the NFL has a hand in this parade, I think it's going to be moving faster. It's going to be moving on time.
Well, and for viewers that are watching right now, this parade feels like it's going to have a mix of everything. Floats, a ton of signature throws that are going to have like little helmets and footballs and maybe frisbees and sports-related things, but also a lot of bands. I am so excited to see.
Oh, really? Okay, that's great. Good. Glad to hear it.
Float band. Yeah. We're going to get like the full New Orleans experience, I feel.
So, it's one of those things when they were talking about doing a Super Bowl parade here, I wasn't sure what to expect because it's like, okay, is it going to be a Mardi Gras parade or is it going to be, something different? But I'm glad to hear that the New Orleans Super Bowl host committee and the NFL have really embraced the culture and said, no, we're doing a real Mardi Gras parade.
Yeah, no,
we're full on.
If you're going to be the first ever Super Bowl host committee parade, you got to incorporate the New Orleans spirit and culture and kind of just show us off to the world.
Absolutely, you really can't half it. I'm going to say half-ass it. You really can't. You can't phone it in.
No, I'm excited. I just feel like so many people are going to get to experience something that's so quintessentially New Orleans,
right?
But has a little bit of an NFL twist. Plus, there's going to be floats, obviously, with the two teams. I loved what Barry Kern said the other day in NOLA.com's kind of pre-show of, run of show, if you will. And he was like, this is what we do best. We're the host, and we're going to show it off. The only thing they didn't know up until 2 weeks ago was what jerseys they were going to put on the teams. He was like, that was what we were waiting for.
That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah. So, folks, we're glad to have you with us. We're going to cut to a commercial break and give a shout-out to some of our sponsors. Parade's going to be here in no time. Please stick with us, and we'll see you in a minute.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
More than 100 years ago, Black sharecroppers and laborers in Mississippi gave America its own musical identity, the blues. The sounds of Mississippi gave rise to gospel, gave country music its twang, gave R&B its soul, jazz its blue note, and rock and roll its king. If you love music, discover its roots and its future in Mississippi, the birthplace of America's music.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers on a wide variety of topics.
This free 3-day gathering celebrates the rich literary history of one of the most storied cities in America, with authors coming from around the world.
Visit bookfest.tulane.edu for more information.
I got no choice but to win because I already spent the fee.
Call Brad Eggenberg.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Farmers are always there for each other. We shed tears together. We celebrate together, but we also grow together. Farm Bureau is the largest general farm organization in the country. We have the farmers' back. If you're a farmer and you're not a member, we would welcome you into our Farm Bureau family. And if you want to know more about agriculture, come be part of this great family.
Beginning Friday, February 21st, enjoy a weekend of music and majesty next to New Orleans in Jefferson Parish. Experience the pageantry of Carnival at this family celebration. Revel in a weekend of parades and free concerts featuring national artists Ambrosia, Kansas, Gary LaBox of Rascal Flatts, and more. Plan your Carnival weekend and visit jeffersonparish.com/Mardi Gras. It's a party like no other.
Visit St. Martin Parish, where Cajun began. Experience the true essence of Cajun and Creole along the banks of the Bayou Teche, where French Acadians arrive and still work hard and play hard. In historic towns with unique arts, quaint shops, delicious dining, a local brewery, swamp tours, Cajun and Zydeco music, bed and breakfast, and exciting festivals. Come pass a good time at festivals throughout the year, from the Cracklin' Cook-Off Festival to the world-famous Crawfish Festival. Find out more at CajunCountry.org.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers on a wide variety of topics.
This free 3-day gathering celebrates the rich literary history of one of the most storied cities in America, with authors coming from around the world.
Visit bookfest.tulane.edu for more information.
I go on the internet, I see all of these mean things about Bradley Eggenberg. As we say back in Brooklyn, mind your business. But as for the rest of you, if you've been hurt, come see me and I'll pay for it.
Call Brad Eggenberg.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Welcome back to the NOLA.com Super Bowl Host Committee Parade Cam, brought to you by Ochsner Health, the official medical provider of the New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee. Things are getting really active across the quarter.
They are. The parade is coming fast. It'll be here before we know it. Ochsner, our big sponsor today, we want to thank them for making this whole thing happening. Medical provider of the New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee. Whether you're a local or visiting our vibrant city to enjoy the game, the food, or the culture, Ochsner's medical team is here to keep you feeling your best. With over 80 years of expertise, we're committed to your health and wellness so you can enjoy every moment of the game day experience. Learn more about Ochsner services or locate an urgent care facility near you by visiting ochsner.org/UC. And now we want to give a message from Eggenberg Trial Lawyers, another one of our sponsors. Eggenberg says, stay safe in New Orleans during the big game weekend, but if for any reason you're not, go see Bradley Eggenberg, and they're going to pay for it.
We also want to thank the Farm Bureau. It's the trusted voice of agriculture and the leading grassroots membership organization advocating for all farmers, ranchers, and rural communities. Bringing together members at the county, state, parish, and national level to support one another and give back to our communities. Also, huge shout out to Rock the Country 2025, a festival where we bring the people, coming to 9 small towns, bringing 9 massive shows. Don't miss Kid Rock and Nickelback headlining each city, with additional performances varying by market from Hank Williams Jr., Leonard Skinner, Gavin Adcock, Travis Tritt, Aaron Lewis, Treaty Oak Revival, Ella Langley, Old 60, Upchurch, and many, many more. Get tickets now at rockthecountry.com. Plus, got to give a shout out to my people of St. Martin Parish. Looking for your next vacation? Visit St. Martin Parish. Experience year-round festivals. They've got so many great festivals out across Acadiana. Live Zydeco, Cajun music every weekend. They do a lot of dancing out across Acadiana. Mouth-watering Cajun and Creole cuisine and endless outdoor activities. Explore historic downtowns, museums, art galleries, family-friendly spots like Prehistoric Park. Plan your trip today at CajunCountry.org.
Thank you again to all those sponsors, and thank you for joining us at home. If you're just joining us, you are watching the Super Bowl parade here in New Orleans, thanks to the New Orleans Super Bowl host committee for putting this whole thing together. What an exciting day. What an exciting weekend, because we got the parade today and the Super Bowl tomorrow.
And so many things have been, going on for months and years to make today happen. And I love seeing the city roll out the red carpet, not only for the teams and all of the visitors of said teams, but for the locals to enjoy it too. You think about it being a national thing, but this is at its core a New Orleans hosted event.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's very much, hi, hey, people are waving at me. Hello to Marianne. Hi. That's one of the fun things about doing this is we're right on the route and everybody can see us. So every time a friend walks by, we get somebody waving at us. So if I turn my back to the camera, that's why that's happening. You saw some friends earlier too.
Oh yeah, it was my mom and her friend.
Nice.
They were like, we gotta come stop by, say hello.
Well, and we were when we started out here. Let's see, it's about 10:30. Just about a half an hour ago, the street was pretty empty, and now there's a ton of people out here. There's still some pockets though. If you're watching us right now at home and you're like, should I venture out? We're towards the end of the route. The answer is yes.
We're close towards Harmony Circle. I still see spots. I still see plenty of room for you to, get on it. And there's going to be so many good throws. I am very excited about the throws.
Yeah, I'm really curious what to see. Did you get a preview of the throws?
So I know that we've got a ton of obviously big corporate sponsors that have, rolled everything out. And I hear that there will be a lot of items that are football centric.
Of course.
A lot of different beads with the branding. I'm thinking that there's going to be a lot of chips thrown.
Okay.
I've seen a ton of chip sponsors. We've got Tostitos in town. We've got Lay's. We've got Fritos.
Oh, good, because I haven't eaten anything today, so I could use Doritos.
What I was telling Brad? What I was telling Brad earlier was that there. Oh, king cake. What king cake we talking?
Oh, we got king cake.
Does it matter? Any king cake's a good. Look, you've got the shirt for it right now.
I do have the shirt for it right now. So, if you're okay, we're getting a lot of news right now. The parade is at Chop and Poydras. Thank you, Amelia.
The news you need. Where's the parade? What king cake is it?
It's going to be here any minute. Something we like to do for the Mardi Gras parade stream is we ask people to, in the comments on YouTube, let us know what their favorite king cake is locally. And that always starts a heated debate.
Are we allowed to say ours? I mean, I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go ahead.
Okay. I am a high dough king cake on the West Bank. I am not going to say I'm a king cake purist, but I definitely like a classic good king cake. It doesn't even need to be filled. I do like some filled ones.
Okay. I'm with you. I prefer not filled, I think.
See? I think we're in the rare landscape of things. I do want to give a shout out also to the Batterina. They do a cheesecake king cake. And people came for me in the comments. They said, that's not a king. Yes, the Batterina.
What is that?
Actually, that's a good question. Where is it? But I've had the king. My friend, we had a king cake party.
Let us know in the YouTube comments.
Please. I'm giving them a shout out. I don't even know where they're located. But we had a king cake party where we all brought different king cakes. That way you don't have to go buy. Oh, that's fun.
I went to one of those. Yeah,
it's like cool. King cake parties are in.
It's like a Tupperware party, but everybody brings a king cake.
The little mood board, in and out for 2025.
Yes.
In is king cake parties.
I want to give a shout out, since we're giving a shout out to lesser known king cakes. There's a place on Jackson near Chapatulas called the Dragonfly Cafe.
Okay.
It's a small cafe, and they do great king cakes. Very kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah.
In terms of look, I love a Gambino's, I love a Hadel's, tried and true classics.
Totally.
But Dragonfly Cafe, little mom and pop shop on Jackson, they do great king cakes. Really, really cool little place, and they have some other breakfast items and coffee and stuff.
I'm getting hungrier by the minute. Sucre is also a fabulous one. I love all of the different king cake accoutrements that they've got, like macarons.
Fancy.
Obviously, they've got the purple, green, and gold macarons.
Oh, macarons. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's have this debate then. Is it macarons or macaroons?
Okay, I have a macaron. I think I used to say macaroons growing up.
I always have, but
is that like a thing? Do we say, is it supposed to be macaron, but we say macaroons?
Or is it the opposite?
I don't know.
Right? Somebody here is saying it's macron. Wow. Everybody's
my mom.
just. Oh, hi, Mom. My mom. Okay, we got somebody whose mom is on the mom is on the second float. The mom's name is Allison. Okay, and this is coming from the YouTube comments. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you're in the YouTube comments, our producer Amelia is looking at them. So first of all, be nice. We have blocked people in the past. Second of all, let us know if you know somebody riding in the parade. Let us know what your favorite king cake is. Oh, my favorite is let us know where you're watching from. Because during Mardi Gras parades, we like to see who's watching from the furthest away. Yeah. One year we had like Australia.
Phoenix.
Okay, we got Phoenix, Ohio, Mississippi. Let us know if you're in a foreign country. I want to hear from Japan or Australia.
That would be cool.
We had those when we do the Mardi Gras parades. We always have people watching
especially
from around the
for
world.
a Super Bowl parade. I mean, like, this is like a world televised, biggest watched event of the year.
Seriously,
you know?
regardless of, I feel like people are tuning in from everywhere. And that reminds me, since we're talking about Mardi Gras, shameless self-plug, in about a week and a half, we are going to be from this spot broadcasting all of the Uptown Mardi Gras parades. It'll be me, Scott will be here. We're going to have a whole fun cast of characters who are going to be jumping in and out. And if you're familiar with Mardi Gras, you know what I mean when I say all the Uptown parades. If you don't know what I mean, just know that you can watch Mardi Gras live if you go to NOLA.com. Or look for NOLA.com on YouTube. You can watch all the parades. We do it every year, and it's a lot of fun. So if this is your first time watching this and you're here because of the Super Bowl, just keep in mind you can watch all of Mardi Gras just like you are right now, and it's going to be a blast.
I told you, like and subscribe, because I was out at
Texas, Missouri.
Portland's got to be the furthest so far.
So far,
away.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, if we stop talking, just know it's because we're listening to our producer, Amelia. Tell us either where the parade is or what you guys are saying in the YouTube comments.
And the parade seems like it's moving so far.
It's moving fast.
Cruising down, because, I mean, we've got the toast that's going to be happening at Gallier Hall.
That's right.
Right, a signature thing that every single parade that, just in magazines. So for people that are watching that aren't familiar with how parades run, this is kind of still going to be a traditional style New Orleans parade in that they will toast a signature thing. Each toast happens in front of Gallier Hall and
it's
Lafayette
usually
Square.
The royalty from a member of the parade, the royalty, right? So a king or queen, and then usually a member, a ruling member of the government, right, in the stands.
Whether it's the mayor, governor.
In front of our old city hall, Gallier Hall, which is right here on St. Charles. Old City Hall, like 100 years ago. Yeah. Right. And so,
it's a cool moment. It's a cool moment.
It is a cool moment.
Todd Graves is the king.
Yeah.
This year we'll see him rolling on.
CEO of and founder of Cane's.
Yes.
Of Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, if you're familiar. Okay. So we have to. Hang on. Here we go. King cake break. Do we know where this king cake is from? Do we want to give a shout out to anybody?
I mean, can y'all see this at home?
Okay. It's from Rouse's. We got some Rouse's king cake here. Yeah.
Don't sleep on Rouse's king cake.
No, don't sleep on Rouse's king cake.
Do not sleep on Rouse's king cake.
It is good. Okay, so should we? Is this embarrassing if I eat this on camera? Okay.
Never. This is the sugar we need.
Oh,
again, this is like piece 11.
I'm running on
the past 5 days.
I'm running on king cake and coffee, which is probably not a great idea.
Look at the layers. I mean, this is what heaven must feel like. This is so good. Okay.
While Scott and I finish eating these king cakes, we're going to go to a commercial break so you don't have to watch us chew.
Stay with us.
Stay with us. We'll see you soon.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Visit St. Martin Parish, where Cajun began. Experience the true essence of Cajun and Creole along the banks of the Bayou Teche, where French Acadians arrive and still work hard and play hard. In historic towns with unique arts, quaint shops, delicious dining, a local brewery, swamp tours, Cajun and Zydeco music, bed and breakfast, and exciting festivals. Come pass a good time at festivals throughout the year, from the Cracklin Cook-Off Festival to the world-famous Crawfish Festival. Find out more at CajunCountry.org.
I'm Cheryl Landrew.
And I'm Walter Isaacson.
And we would like to invite you to the New Orleans Book Festival at Tulane University.
The festival includes conversations and panels with best-selling authors and thinkers on a wide variety of topics.
This free 3-day gathering celebrates the rich literary history of one of the most storied cities in America, with authors coming from around the world.
Visit bookfest.tulane.edu for more information.
Beginning Friday, February 21st, enjoy a weekend of music and majesty next to New Orleans and Jefferson Parish. Experience the pageantry of Carnival at this family celebration. Revel in a weekend of parades and free concerts featuring national artists Ambrosia, Kansas, Gary LaBax of Rascal Flatts, and more. Plan your Carnival weekend and visit jeffersonparish.com/Mardi Gras. It's a party like no other.
Welcome back to the New Orleans Super Bowl Parade. I'm Alex Pomez here with
Scott Pilier.
Thank you, Scott. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And the parade's going to be here any minute now. It's chugging along.
I'm starting to see some cop lights down all the way St. Charles. So we're getting them. There we go. There we go.
Parade just turned on to St. Charles. We're being told by Amelia, our producer. Hi, Amelia. So it's going to be here any minute now. This parade is really moving. Unlike some Mardi Gras parades.
I feel like that, yeah. Well, they made the move to tractors, right? Used to be horse and buggies,
right.
But you could still have tractors. That's why they have backup tractors, because sometimes they break down, and then all of a sudden we're out here till midnight covering parades. But today, hopefully, smooth sailing.
I kid that Mardi Gras parades are very slow sometimes, but it's also it's fun because it just means more time to hang out and eat and drink and party, and so it's whatever.
As a kid, though, I lived for when parades broke down because it meant we were staying out and we were going to watch more parades. People might filter out, and then that meant more throws for me. I was like, oh yeah, let people leave, and then I'm going to hang out, and the parade broke down, and I'm good.
Love it. Man, that's fantastic. Yeah, folks, we are having fun out here. Not to repeat myself too many times, but I'm going to shameless plug us again. Please tune in for Mardi Gras. We're going to be doing all the parades that go down St. Charles up here on NOLA.com and on the YouTube account. Scott's going to be here. I'm going to be here. We hope you join us again. This is just a taste of what's to come. I mean, look, we're all super excited for the Super Bowl. This is like a once in every decade kind of occurrence.
Minimum. We should host even more often.
We should. This is our
shameless
11th
plug for the city of New Orleans.
Right.
We have done it so right. As expected. But this week has been magical. For those of you that are watching from across the country, New Orleans does a party and hosts better than anybody else.
Whether it's Super Bowl or anything.
Yeah.
Right? We know how to throw a party.
We know how to just, clean up, host, throw the parties. Bands, culture, artwork. I've loved all the murals that have been going up across the city. Just so many different activations and beautification projects.
It's incredible.
That have just been magical for the city.
It's incredible. And this is Super Bowl 11 for us.
Yeah.
It's the 11th one.
The most of any city.
Is it really?
Yes.
I think the South Florida is close, is what I was being told earlier.
They are tied for the region of South Florida with 11. Okay. But as a city, New Orleans has now hosted its 11th Super Bowl.
Because that's, for South Florida, it's Tampa and Miami, right?
Yeah, so Fort Lauderdale Associated.
Okay.
Hi, Ben.
Cool. No. Oh, we got more friends here.
Yeah. Okay, go get your wristband. My husband standing on the sidelines. Alex is like, who is that?
Oh, okay. No, I assume every time somebody says hi, it's just, you wave back and you say, hey, what's up, person? Hey, buddy. Super Bowl, the 11th Super Bowl for us. I was at a press conference the other day that Roger Goodell spoke at, NFL commissioner. And I don't know if he says this to every city, but he was like, doing Super Bowl in New Orleans is the best city to do Super Bowl in. There's something special about it. And, it's really cool to hear him say that, whether he says that to everybody or not. But.
There's only one city that could host the first ever Super Bowl host committee parade.
Yeah.
And that's New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to be able to do this with, the New Orleans host committee, the Super Bowl host committee. They really did roll out the red carpet for everybody. And there's a lot of special organizations who are a part of this whole thing. There's a group called Son of a Saint based in New Orleans, a nonprofit who has a representative who we're going to talk to in a few minutes. We have somebody from Son of the Saint.
Yeah, Sonny Lee.
Yeah, Sonny Lee. But they're going to be up here in a second. There's a lot of other organizations that are involved. A ton of nonprofits who receive grants from the Super Bowl host committee.
NFL Green Initiatives.
NFL Green Initiatives.
A lot of nonprofit work that you did this week too.
Yeah, so I work with an organization called Raphael Village that does education for people with special needs, vocational training, and they were one of the grant recipients. Shout out to them just purely because I know them. But there were a whole bunch of nonprofit organizations, Second Harvest Food Bank, that were all at this press conference that I went to. And in just a second, Sunny Lee from Son of the Saint, one of those organizations, is coming on. And are we ready for them, Amelia? Yeah,
great.
Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to talk to Sunny Lee from Son of the Saint, one of our many, many great local New Orleans nonprofit organizations who's here. And let's give them a second to get ready while we do that. And the parade is coming.
Yeah, no,
I'm
starting to see it. The police lights are getting closer. They're getting closer in view.
So for people who
you and I are going to be we're going to be like managing camera.
We're going to see it right
the
behind
throws
us.
right behind us.
So for people who don't know, there it is. There's the shot of the street. So in that direction is where the parade is coming from. And for those of you who don't know, Mardi Gras parades are always preceded by a police procession. So that's the first thing we're going to see is the police procession coming down this road. And then after that police procession is going to be the parade. So joining us, surprise guest, it's Sunny Lee, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm Alex Pomez. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm doing
Thanks
wonderful.
for being here with us. So why don't you tell me who you are and what you do?
Well, my name is Sunny Lee. I'm founder and CEO of Son of a Saint. We're a nonprofit in New Orleans. We've been around about 14 years. We're supporting boys that are growing up without their fathers. So most of our boys, they're age 10. They joined at age 10 and they're with us till age 21. So it's a long period of time that the boys are with us. We're supporting about 500 boys a year. And each boy has a case team, mentors, mental health specialists, education coordinators, you name it. So we have some amazing partnerships in New Orleans and beyond, and we're just so blessed to be out here with you all today.
That's exciting, man.
Yep.
Really cool stuff y'all are doing for New Orleans.
Thank
That's
you,
great.
thank
What is the, it's easy to say what you're doing in the short term, but what does the long-term impact look like for what you all are doing?
That's a great question. I mean, we want our boys to be self-sufficient. We want to be independent thinkers and giving back to the community, and we're already seeing that from some of our boys who are in their 20s right now. The boys that started when they were 10, when I was driving them around, going to all their games and going to their school, helping them with their homework. I mean, now they're 22, 23 years old, and they're doing amazing. Our boys are great kids, great young men, and it's just amazing to us to see that.
What has this week been like for you? Are y'all involved with any of the Super Bowl activities that are going on?
It's been amazing. I mean, our Son of a Saint team and our partners have done an amazing job this week. Our boys have been involved with Nike, Rise. We've had a lot of our ambassadors. Marcus Colston is on our board and one of our great ambassadors, Cornelius Lucas, who's with the Redskins, engages with us throughout the year. We've had Toyota. I mean, all of these different partners have really engaged with us and made some incredible moments of impact for our boys, something that they will never, ever forget. I remember 2013, we were 2 years old, and it feels much different now. I mean, it feels such elevated. So the folks who did put this on, the committee and everything, I mean, they did an amazing job. And so I just remember 2013, I was walking around and sweating, bringing the boys everywhere, and so
and now you have a whole team, I assume,
now
right?
we have a whole team, and we're a nonprofit, and it's been great to really grow. We have great other nonprofit partners in New Orleans. We can't do it without them as well.
So if people who are watching at home, whether they're from New Orleans and familiar with y'all or not, how can they help? Where can they go to find more information? What can they do to support your cause?
Well, they can do a lot. I mean, going to sonofasaint.org, that's our website. Please follow us on social media, Son of a Saint ORG. You can see all the boys, all the great things that are happening. You can always mail us things, mail us some books for our library. You can send us gift cards for the boys that we give when they're doing great things and making reaching milestones and accomplishments.
That's really sweet.
And if somebody does want to mentor from out of state, we could do some virtual mentoring as well.
That's what I was going to ask. Can people volunteer to mentor, especially, I mean, in New Orleans? I'm assuming that's...
Absolutely. I mean, we can't do it without our mentors. We have a couple hundred mentors, but we need more, right? We're supporting 500 boys, and so that's always something that we welcome is our mentorship, and so they can get all the information online.
Cool.
And we have various events throughout the year. We even have a New York event that we're doing
cool.
May 21st. So it's an event out at the Standard Hotel out in New York in the Meatpacking District.
Wow.
So a lot of people that went to maybe Tulane, Xavier, the universities that are now in other places come back for Jazz Fest and French Court Fest and events like this that want to link up with us, and we want to make sure that connectivity stays there.
That's really cool. I have friends who live in New York. Maybe I should send them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very cool,
We'd
man. So the sonofasaint.org, and then Instagram?
Son of a Saint ORG. So Son of a Saint
Son of a Saint ORG. Cool, because I know the followers are people watching online. They always want to know what the Instagram is.
And my father played for the Saints. That's why in the name, I don't know if I mentioned that, but he was drafted in '71, played 5 seasons. Unfortunately, he passed away when I was 3 years old. So I grew up with mom, my older sister. So that's why this work is so important to me.
It's an organization that's near and dear to your heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think, nonprofits in general, organizations like that, they're usually started by, they're always started by someone who feels close to the cause.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I do a lot of work with an organization. I'm going to keep plugging them.
No, it's all good.
An organization called Raphael Village.
Okay.
We do education for people with special needs, vocational training. And so our organization was founded by our executive director, whose son now goes to the school, so it's great to hear.
Where's it located?
It's on Jackson and Chapatoulas.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah, so not like right down the street from here. There's a cafe on site, and they do education people with special needs to teach them how to do weaving and food and making coffee and things like that. So it's a really cool cause that really helps people of New Orleans. And I'm really proud of it. I'm sure you're really proud of your organization.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for being here with us. Don't forget sonofasaint.org and sonofasaint.org on Instagram. Sonny, thanks for being here.
Oh, no,
really appreciate it, man. Folks, stick with us. The parade is coming. It'll be here just in minutes.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
More than 100 years ago, Black sharecroppers and laborers in Mississippi gave America its own musical identity, the blues. The sounds of Mississippi gave rise to gospel, gave country music its twang, gave R&B its soul, jazz its blue note, and rock and roll its king. If you love music, discover its roots and its future in Mississippi, the birthplace of America's music.
Before you hire one of those billboard guys, why don't you ask that billboard guy, when's the last time you tried a civil jury trial yourself? Mine, December 2024.
Call Brad Eggenberg.
All right, folks, welcome back to the New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee Parade right here in New Orleans, coming to you from the Central Business District. How you doing, Scott?
I'm great. Look, the energy is like palpable in the streets right now. The Marine Corps band just came marching by, and then that got me kind of like fired up. Like Mardi Gras is here. Super Bowl Host Committee Parade is officially passing right now.
It's happening. And, you know, for those of you who aren't familiar with Mardi Gras parades, we usually get that band at the start of almost every parade.
Here come the Clydesdales.
Here come the Clydesdales. All right, this is cool.
And I think we've got the Vince Lombardi Trophy itself here shortly. I think that's going to be
there we go,
passing in front of us.
And the Clydesdales are a tradition for Mardi Gras parades. They always bring them in from where? Milwaukee, probably?
Yeah, and they station them right at City Park. They put them in the stables there, right in City Park in mid-city New Orleans.
That is true, and so Clydesdales right here, you can see on your camera. And look at the Dalmatian, cute.
Oh,
another iconic Budweiser character, right?
So what I love about this is that we're kind of like blending traditions of Mardi Gras parades with some of the big corporate sponsors that are going to be here for Super Bowl.
It's cool. My Uncle Scott says hi in the YouTube comments. Tell my uncle, he can hear me, right? Uncle Scott, hi. I was like, tell him I said hi.
And let us know in the comments where y'all are watching from.
So
I know we got people all over
my
the
Uncle
place.
Scott is in Detroit, right? Or we got a New York and a Wisconsin. I know I have family. My mom's in Slidell. All right, Chalmette. Yeah, let's hear it for Chalmette.
Down in the parish. That's where most of my family's from.
Yeah?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm still not hearing any, we're not getting any outside of the country, right? Which is surprising. All right.
Okay.
Who's bestie?
Ashley's.
Oh, okay. This is just a random Ashley in the comments. Okay.
Here
On
come the
Verizon
Urban
float.
Cowboys Riding Club. Oh, and they're holding the Chiefs and Eagles logos. I love it.
Yeah, Abita Springs. All the way from Abita Springs.
Oh, thank you, Fred.
Love
in
it.
Missouri. That's great.
Love it. Oh, we got some Journey.
There they go. Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl rematch.
That's right.
Yeah, 2023. They played. That game was great. I think that was the Rihanna halftime performance as well.
Yep.
For the 2023 game.
What a not a coincidence, but what an opportunity 2 years later to get another shot.
I know. And look, I was not a Jalen Hurts fan. Jalen Hurts, the quarterback for the Eagles, played for Alabama, then went to Oklahoma, my husband's alma mater. And we're obviously rivals. I can't root for them all the time. LSU fan and Mississippi State fan myself. And so now Jalen Hurts being with the Eagles, I kind of am like, okay, now I can root for you a little bit. You know, now that I don't have any like college football bad blood.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, I kind of like you now.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad to hear it.
Well, because he was on Alabama's team, then he had to like work his way back up to the first string guy, and then now he's crushing it in the NFL. I'm here for it. Wait, we got the Mardi Gras Indians.
Love it. Yeah, so New Orleans Mardi Gras Indians are a tradition here that dates back many, many decades. The Mardi Gras Indians are a local black New Orleans Mardi Gras tradition where they create these really, really intricate costumes and parade them out throughout the year. Not just Mardi Gras, but that's the time when you see them the most.
They are unbelievable. The amount of time that it takes to craft these costumes and all of the different
and it's a family tradition, the Mardi Gras Indians, that get passed down generation to generation. But yeah, the floats too. I mean, the floats are incredible. We're going to see some of them coming up soon. And a favorite Mardi Gras tradition, the St. Augustine High School Band is coming up. If you're a local...
Oh, and I think we're going to get a performance here right in front of us.
If you're a local, you know how important this band is to the culture of New Orleans, the city.
I saw Jameis Winston was out with St. Aug. He went to a little practice. Jameis Winston has been all over social media this week. Anybody in the comments, I'm sure you've seen the videos of Jameis Winston getting beignets. He was out with St. Aug on the football field. I feel like Jameis was meant to be in New Orleans. Yeah. This is now feeling like Mardi Gras. I am so excited right now. So we're back with Son of a Saint, and we've got
Maddie Brenner, Director of Development.
Maddie, tell me more. We had y'all on earlier to talk more about the excitement of this week, all that you guys have been, y'all been everywhere this week. I mean, I was talking to Elliot saying, okay, what have y'all not done? And tell me just a little bit more about y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is such an exciting week for Son of a Saint. We have so many wonderful partners, both here in New Orleans and businesses and brands that have come in to support us and create really meaningful activations for our mentees. So we've had mentees out at community events. We've had some opportunities for them to connect with NFL players, with brands like Nike and Champs, to really give back and get engaged with the community. And I think part of the Son of a Saint model that really aligns with is that there is such strong opportunities and exposure for our boys at all times.
I absolutely love it. And just this vibe right now is unmatched. Let's listen to the St. Aug band. Thank you, Maddie. I love it. For so many people joining in from all across the country and the world, this is truly what Mardi Gras and New Orleans is all about. I mean, like, when the bands are marching, you kind of just want to pause and just like take it all in. And you're like, I am honored to see this performance, you know?
Absolutely. Chills every time.
And no one has been working harder than them this week.
Absolutely.
I mean, I have seen them at 18 events. They have got to be exhausted, but it's just such an honor for their program to be able to like march in these worldwide televised events.
Absolutely.
So that was incredible.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, the energy, and I felt like the crowd was just taking it all in. And now, I mean, here we've got Todd Graves in the King's float. So he's riding on Bacchus's float. Todd Graves, businessman, guru from Louisiana, CEO of Raising Canes. And he said he's got all the throws. Yeah, Todd! Woohoo! Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Yeah. There we go.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, Todd! Float used in Bacchus. And so Todd Graves, member of Bacchus, riding in on the King's float, which is so cool to incorporate all of the different crews from the city. So tell me a little bit more. Son of a Saint, we were in the middle of it and then we got caught up in the midst of the band. So tell me more. What is going on next? You said you've had a ton of activations this week.
Yes.
What is next?
Yeah, well, I have to mention how cool it was to see St. Og and Todd Graves, CEO of Canes. St. Og is such an important piece of the Son of a Saint story. Of course, our founder and CEO, Sonny, is a St. Og grad. Lost his father when he was young, and really the first opportunity he had to have that male mentorship was at St. Og. Yeah. We have a ton of boys there. It was great to see some of our boys, Tyson and Emmanuel, in the band.
That's so cool.
And of course, Canes is an incredible partner of ours as well. But for Son of a Saint, really what's next? We just brought in a new cohort of mentees, so we're getting them onboarded. We're really looking towards more growth in the future. We know that there's more young men in the city that could benefit from our programs. We also understand that we want to continue the fantastic outcomes that we've seen. 100% high school graduation rate for our mentees, 80% of our boys going on to college afterwards. So we're really focusing on making sure that our alumni have every opportunity to succeed and persist and reach their goals.
And how can people that are watching right now get involved with this? Because obviously those are incredible numbers, and that is a big kudos to the work that y'all are doing for all of these boys. And how can people get involved?
Absolutely. So one of the cool things about Son of a Saint is we absolutely welcome and encourage the community to get involved with our boys, either signing up to be a mentor, volunteering with one of our programs, sponsoring one of our programs as well. There's so many avenues to get involved or just to provide guidance and support for our boys. Folks should absolutely check out our website, sonofasaint.org, and follow us on socials, sonofasaint.org.
And they're great on Instagram, by the way. I keep up with everything that y'all do. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. This has been incredible.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And y'all, by the way, the balloons that we just got, can't wait to show y'all more of the stuff that we catch throughout the day. So let's see, looking at the cam right now, we've got another band and then another big float. Looks like Orpheus, the Smoky Mary float down the road.
Farmers are always there for each other. We shed tears together. We celebrate together, but we also grow together. Farm Bureau is the largest general farm organization in the country. We have the farmers' back. If you're a farmer, you're not a member, we would welcome you into our Farm Bureau family. And if you want to know more about agriculture, come be part of this great family.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Visit St. Martin Parish, where Cajun began. Experience the true essence of Cajun and Creole along the banks of the Bayou Teche, where French Acadians arrived and still work hard and play hard. In historic towns with unique arts, quaint shops, delicious dining, a local brewery, swamp tours, Cajun and Zydeco music, bed and breakfast, and exciting festivals. Come pass a good time at festivals throughout the year, from the Cracklin' Cook-Off Festival to the world-famous Crawfish Festival. Find out more at CajunCountry.org.
Welcome back to the New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee Parade. We've got the LSU band passing right now.
The Golden Band from Tigerland. Bayou Bengals, we got Golden Girls. So coming up next, we've got the Entergy float, which this is one of the city's most iconic floats. I love this one, day or night. Orpheus, the Smoky Mary.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. So we're going to see this float again in Orpheus during Mardi Gras.
On Mardi Gras, yeah.
Yeah, and it's huge.
Hi, Noah's parents. Who should we be shouting for?
Noah in the YouTube comments says his parents are on this float. Noah, where are you watching from? And like we said, this float is brought to you by Entergy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Entergy donated $1 million to fund the Impact 59 grant program that supports nonprofit organizations across Greater New Orleans region. That's the nonprofit, the whole grant event that I went to the other day that Roger Goodell spoke at. Impact 59 grant program. So thanks to Entergy for donating $1 million to New Orleans nonprofits. And Marcus Brown, Entergy's executive vice president, is the chair of the New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee.
That's fantastic. $1 million to fund the Impact 59 grant programs. That is incredible. Wait, you caught an Entergy truck.
That float was throwing mini Entergy trucks. It's like a stress ball.
And here comes Edna Carr marching band.
Okay, this is awesome. The next float is brought to you by PepsiCo and Frito-Lay. Look at that giant can of cheese dip. I want to live in that thing. Look at that. Salsa con queso.
I hope they're throwing Tostitos up here.
Oh, man, I could use some chips. Running off a king cake and coffee. Oh, it doesn't look like it. That's okay. I'll take beads instead. Oh, yeah, they are booking it.
So this is a little custom Lay's sponsored bead.
Oh, nice. Ooh. The Tostitos Super Bowl float celebrates football fandom as one of the official sponsors for 25 years. Tostitos, yeah, it's a game day staple, huh? The float's core message is you can't do Super Bowl without Tostitos.
And what I love about them, they also invested so much into the community, even well ahead of when they got here. They were at St. Roch Market. Tostitos had a whole cantina pop up where they were serving dishes infused with New Orleans for weeks out ahead of the big game.
And they went by quick, but the band on that float, the Soul Brass Band, which is the brainchild of Derek Smoker Freeman, they offer a dynamic and fresh interpretation of the brass band canon that blends with deep street rhythms and soul sounds and jazz styling. It's pretty cool. I got a little cheat sheet. If it sounds like I was reading that off a piece of paper, I was.
And that's cool. They've been the sponsor for 25 years, so
yeah.
Game day staple.
So it looks like that float was designed half by PepsiCo and half by Blaine Kern Studios, which is, if you're not familiar with, Mardi Gras is our big studio here that designs the majority of the parade floats. All right, who are we listening to now?
The Roots of Music Mardi Gras Band.
All right, let's take a listen. And it looks like the next float coming up is Chevron. They're a big, they're involved in a lot of New Orleans stuff. Not only this, but they also sponsor, they're the main sponsor for French Quarter Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one of our biggest, most fun, big festivals, food, music, all kinds of stuff.
Free festival. I mean,
free festival, that's right.
Free festival. And so it takes...
They're also the ambassador sponsor this year.
So they're known as the...
Oh, right, for the Super Bowl host committee, yeah.
And again, they play a vital role in the Super Bowl success every single year. I mean, they've done thousands of trainees that volunteer and jump aboard for everything Super Bowl related. I love this float. Woo-woo! Throw me something. Oh, uh-oh. Bead to the side.
We are getting slammed. The fun thing about doing this is trying to keep one eye on the script and the cameras and then another eye on the float so you don't get hit in the head with...
I've only been hit one time already.
Our floor manager, Monique, is shaking her head. Did you get hit, Monique? Yeah, it happens.
The kind of parade where you walk home with just bags of stuff, you know?
Well, and being up here on this platform, we always end up with a lot because it just ends up on the floor right here. All right, we got the Chapelettes coming up. Now, this is Rummel.
Yep.
Yeah, Rummel High School.
Archbishop Rummel High School Marching Band.
Now, the Chapelettes, the ladies in this team are from Chappelle, their sister school.
Yes. Love their outfits. So, Alex, this is super cool. And for folks watching at home, something that's quintessential to Mardi Gras is doubloons.
Yeah.
They are similar to coins. Doubloons are tossed out. And this one has the king, Todd Graves, and New Orleans. So they have all the little signature doubloons. These are thrown in each parade.
Yep.
And they become somewhat of a rarity.
Yeah.
You know, they become a really like a early kind of kings, queens float staple.
Oh, I know people who obsessively collect them, who have just
That was me.
everyone. That's you? Who have ones from every parade over the years. And if they don't catch one, they seek them out.
I
So-
love when people make, some people make like big doubloon vests.
Yeah.
They make big headpieces that have doubloons. So imagine these, but like a big vest.
Yeah.
Made only, you know how much they weigh?
A lot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we would be drenched in sweat today. I mean, it's like 77 degrees, early February. But the doubloons are iconic. I
Love
love
it.
them. I'm so glad I got one.
Love it. Looking forward to catching more at Mardi Gras. You know what I'm also waiting for are cups. I need cups for my kitchen.
A cup restock.
All right, here we go. This is the Verizon float coming up. Verizon is the official 5G network of the NFL.
Known for providing unparalleled experiences to fans, tickets to NFL games, and what I love, this is super cool. Verizon provided the experience of riding for the first ever Super Bowl parade for some of its high-performing employees. How cool is that?
And Alvin Kamara is on here.
What? Oh, there he is. He's right at the front.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. I think we missed a couple of people because on one of the early floats, Gronk, I think, was on there.
Oh, he was probably with the Lombardi Trophy, safeguarding it.
Yeah.
Gronk is known for that infamous toss of the Lombardi Trophy to Tom Brady after they won.
Yeah.
After they won, apparently they were in Tampa tossing the Lombardi Trophy from boat to boat.
There's so much happening when you're on the route like this. It's sensory overload. And I'm looking at my notes, and it's like, oh, yeah, Gronk's on this float. And I'm like, how did we miss that entirely? It happened so fast.
It was probably me chasing after the fluids.
Yeah.
LB Landry High School Marching Band. And again, I love the notes on their uniforms with the Superdome, got the whole city skyline.
Okay, what is coming up next?
The Louisiana Economic Development Float. Somewhat of a tribute here. This ride's in Endymion. So on the Saturday before Fat Tuesday, this is an Endymion float.
Nice.
And this is supposed to represent the economic development of the Mississippi River. So we've got the riverboat. Throw me something! Kayla!
Nice. Looking forward to seeing a lot of these floats come back again in their respective Mardi Gras parades.
Right, it's like we're getting a little preview.
Yeah, right. And Mardi Gras right around the corner. If you're just joining us, we're doing this all again for every Uptown Mardi Gras parade that takes the St. Charles route. So tune back in right here on NOLA.com's YouTube channel, and you get to watch every Mardi Gras parade with us. This is Warren Easton High, another New Orleans favorite. We're going to take a listen to them.
The next float is cool. Oh, that band was great too.
Yeah.
Wow.
They always sound good. Let's see, is this Toyota coming up?
Yes, and I think we have actually 2 Toyota floats. Or Toyota, Toyota Players of the Year. So they've got a bunch of bobbleheads on this float that's coming up on the side, which is pretty cool. Some of the NFL greats.
So it looks like, on the side we have bobblehead versions of Eli Manning, Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, Christian Gonzalez, Kyle Hamilton, and Michael Pittman Jr.
Let's see, that looks like Puka Nacua. Yes. Oh, we got swag bags. There's Fred. Oh, Fred.
Oh, we got a friend.
That was fantastic. That was fun. Yes, there goes all of those different bobbleheads. You can see them right there. Every fan, every team. That's fantastic from Toyota.
Here comes the Brother Martin High School Band coming up next.
Your alma mater.
That's true, Brother Martin Crusaders.
A journey of 1,000 songs begins with a single note, and a tradition found in a singular place, the birthplace of America's music, Mississippi, the cradle of the blues, the land where country music took root and rock and roll first hailed its king. Come wander the past, present, and future of America's music in Mississippi.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Beginning Friday, February 21st, enjoy a weekend of music and majesty next to New Orleans and Jefferson Parish. Experience the pageantry of Carnival at this family celebration. Revel in a weekend of parades and free concerts featuring national artists Ambrosia, Kansas, Gary LaVox of Rascal Flatts, and more. Plan your Carnival weekend and visit jeffersonparish.com/Mardi Gras. It's a party like no other.
Welcome back, folks, to the New Orleans Super Bowl Parade, brought to you by Ochsner Health. I almost said New Orleans Mardi Gras Parade.
Out of habit, but it feels like Mardi Gras. That's what's so nice right now. It's like a little
really
taste for all of our visitors and people that are joining us online. This is like a preview of what Mardi Gras is like.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
just
a
incredible.
taste. Yeah, for a lot of the people who are here, you know, they're visiting here for the Super Bowl. They've probably never been to a Mardi Gras parade before, so this is a great taste of, you know, what they're missing. Hopefully a lot of these people come back for actual Mardi Gras. The float that just went by while we were on a break is the Louisiana Economic Development Float. That one was also pretty cool, and another one I think we're going to see in one of the parades. A lot of these floats are tributes to Mardi Gras parades, so we're going to see these again throughout the Mardi Gras season.
Little like samples. You know, we've got, dozens and dozens of parades that go through the city of New Orleans and surrounding communities. Slidell, Homa, we've got
Metairie.
I mean, the list goes on. We've got so many parades in all of our different towns and communities, and we're seeing kind of like small snippets and samples of some of their iconic floats.
So cool.
Here today.
Yeah, very cool. Folks, if you're just joining us, I'm Alex Pomez.
I'm Scott Pilier.
And we're glad you're here with us today. Tomorrow's the big day. Super Bowl tomorrow. How you feeling?
I am so excited.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like I have to root for one of these teams at this point because
Sure.
we've been covering them all week. I'm like, do I have to pick a team? I'm a Saints fan. You know?
I
It's like,
almost wore my Saints jersey today. I kept asking everyone. I was like, is it petty if I wear my Saints jersey
No.
today? Everybody thought it was hilarious. I ended up going with a Mardi Gras shirt because Mardi Gras is right around the corner, and we're trying to promote the Mardi Gras live stream like we're doing here. But almost went with the Saints jersey. Really, really close.
I almost went with the Saints Letterman, and I am very thankful. Y'all can see we've got like the dewy look because it is approaching 80 degrees. You know, I'm a meteorologist too.
Yes.
Today, the record is 81. Okay.
Wow.
We are knocking on the door of the record
historically.
Yeah, it's 79 now. I just checked. We got the little watch update.
Woo. And 2 weeks ago, we had a snowstorm.
Yes.
The craziest snowstorm we've ever had in New Orleans,
Biggest
or like in 100 years.
Biggest
or something?
snowstorm in 130 years.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
What a time to be alive.
Oh, you know, this is New Orleans weather. You're like, well, what should I pack for? I'm going to pack all seasons, gloves, mittens, shorts, sandals, bathing suit. You gotta have all of it. This is incredible, though, the vibe of the city and seeing so many of our local bands and local schools, regional schools, and so many different partners that make this happen. I love this for our visitors, too.
This is the Tulane band right here.
Tulane Green Wave.
Once they get a little bit closer, we're going to take a listen to them. Yeah. Looking like about a half a block away, we got the 610 Stompers coming. People from New Orleans are going to know who the 610 Stompers are. They are a fan favorite marching group here in the city. What is their tagline? It's ordinary men, extraordinary moves.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And they've become like an internet sensation as well. I love how like social media just expands these local iconic groups to like such a big reach these days because like these guys, I mean, their tryouts, I've been told I need to try out.
Brutal.
But
Well,
I don't think I've got the moves. I'm like, I don't know if I've got them.
If you want to know who these folks are, when you're done watching this, look up the 610 Stompers on YouTube or social media or something. They're wild. They're so fun.
They're so fun, and they put so much work and effort. You see these guys, and you're like, they can move.
Yeah.
They can absolutely move, and they perform at halftime shows, parades. They get brought across the country now because of their iconicness.
And from one, dad bod to another to these guys in the parade, I have a lot of respect for
You
them.
joined it? You auditioned?
No, I'm okay. Thank you. So I did musical theater growing up, so my dancing days are behind me.
I think
I did a lot of dancing.
It's never too late to bring it back. It's never too late. You've already got the experience. You've got that built in you. I would have to learn.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
Older cat, no new tricks. You got like.
Here they come. Here come the 610 Stompers.
Look at them getting it down.
Also, shout out to the folks, men, women, whoever, who carry the banners at the front of marching groups, because that is always an unsung job. Unsung heroes to carry those banners.
True, and they gotta make sure that they can perform.
Ladies on the side of the route, pushing people out of the way.
Oh, and look at them having so much fun. The crowd really filled in. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it's packed. And for Mardi Gras, people don't realize a lot of people go uptown, but the CBD is a great place to watch because it's usually not as full as uptown, or it doesn't fill up as fast. So come on down to the CBD where we'll be. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're dancing. Oh, they have a bar.
I know. That's what I was like. They got a whole bar in the back.
Throw me a drink. Why do I get the feeling that these ladies
have hopped in,
jumped into the parade? Maybe not. Maybe they're with the Super Bowl.
I don't see them in the official lineup.
They might be lost.
All right, so next up we've got DraftKings.
All right.
So this is really cool. So they worked with Kern Studios to build a custom one-of-a-kind float that captures both the vibrant spirit of the Big Easy and DraftKings big game energy. I like the crown is like such a signature royalty thing for New Orleans. And obviously that's their logo. So this like works perfectly.
Yeah. Synergy. Ooh, we've got some NFL royalty on here too, right?
Andrew Whitworth.
Yeah, who's a Louisiana native, right?
Yeah, yeah. Woo! Leah!
Oh, this is fantastic. Look at this. The Blue Plate Mayo walking group.
Oh, my gosh. I love some of the inflatables of the dressed po' boy.
This is incredible.
Lettuce, tomato, pickle, and Blue Plate Mayo, baby.
I want that inflatable po' boy.
Dressing up as a po' boy for Mardi Gras would be kind of fun, like a big Blue Plate Mayo costume.
Incredible.
They are fired up.
I want to have somebody's like, hey, you were in the parade? Where were you? And I'm like, yeah, I was dressed up as Mayo.
You saw me. It's the local Pillsbury Doughboy, you know?
Right. Le Bon Ton baby dolls coming up next. They look fantastic.
Again, look at their costumes. Yes.
Yes, ladies.
Yes. Down to the shoes. Like, if y'all at home can see their shoes, they've got super sparkled up shoes. That is my vibe.
I know, I need those shoes. This looks like the Pinstripe Brass Band. Maybe?
I think so. Yeah. And the young pinstripes. So what you're seeing now, this appears to be the Louisiana Office of Tourism French Quarter float. So you can see all of the kind of wrought iron, kind of a classic New Orleans style French Quarter, the little mini fleur-de-lis of wrought iron. I love this. All right, friends. Oh, yeah. There's some cups.
Cups.
Woo! Crew of Super Bowl. Uh-oh, we got a little alligator.
Nice.
Yes. Cute. This is so cute. Wait, we're collecting these. Hold on. So then we've got the Entergy truck. I've got a little. Look at these.
Yeah, can we?
Okay,
there we go.
Okay, so this has the Louisiana Feed Your Soul logo, a little stuffed animal, alligator, and then the Entergy truck.
And you
We
can
power
squeeze
light.
it.
Yeah. Oh,
it's like a stress ball.
Yeah, it is like a stress ball. Louisiana stress balls. We pick your poison.
Right.
I love it.
Love it, folks. Thanks for joining us. If you're here for the first time, this is the Super Bowl parade here in New Orleans, brought to you by Ochsner Health. Thanks for being here with us today.
Today's been so much fun. This is like giving me so much life. I feel like the city has been alive and booming all week, but then to have this ahead of the Super Bowl, it's felt like every day has been a mini Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then Mardi Gras right around the corner. It's gonna be great.
Life in New Orleans does not.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we got cups.
So I was just talking about
how
so my friends and I went to Chewbacca's, and we took all of our plastic cups to the route for drinks, and we lost. So we lost all our plastic cups. So if you're from New Orleans, you know that you fill your kitchen with these. You take all these during Mardi Gras, and then you spend the rest of the year drinking out of these.
They make Go Cups.
They make Go Cups, and also just if you lose them, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know. If you're watching this and you're going to be riding this year, and you pass me and you see me up here, I want cups.
I'm also all about sustainable throws.
Yeah.
You know,
so keep using these.
You use these for a year plus. I mean, I probably have cups from 2017 that are still living in my kitchen cupboard.
Absolutely.
So here comes George Washington Carver High School Marching Band.
Okay.
And the colors look fantastic.
Or can you just point?
purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Welcome back, folks. This next float coming up is the Apple Music Float. Right behind us. Apple Music is the official sponsor of the Super Bowl halftime show. This float was designed in partnership with the New Orleans Young Artist Movement. It celebrates the culture and legacy of Ellis Marcellus Jr., a renowned musician, recording artist, and educator right here in New Orleans.
Wow, I love this float. This is great.
Woo! So the partner organization for that float, Arts New Orleans, they've produced over 500 public art pieces, which can be seen throughout the city of New Orleans.
Oh, and they did some of the murals in front of Gallier Hall.
Yep.
Really cool.
Yep. Yeah, and if you know your New Orleans music, you'll know that Ellis Marcellus Jr., he's the father of saxophonist Branford Marsalis. And I think Branford was the music host on Leno, The Tonight Show, for years in the 80s, late 80s, something like that. That's the Marcelluses are a historic legacy New Orleans family.
And isn't that so cool that like the big premier sponsor of the Super Bowl halftime show investing in just some of our locally known and nationally known people too, but like just that incorporation of like corporate to local, I feel like is so important when it comes to parades and embracing our culture, but also showcasing them as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's really cool to see these different organizations team up to bring something so cool and so big to New Orleans. The day before such an epic event. I mean, Super Bowl the game hasn't even started, and look at this. Like, the streets are just full of people.
And what time is it right now? It's not even, is it noon yet? I mean, you and I, it's 11:58 Central Time, U.S. I mean, and we have been here all morning. The energy's been incredible. And I just feel like the whole city, this is like a microcosm of what it feels like. I just had a friend text me. She said that was truly incredible to watch that parade pass through Jackson Square, right in front of it on Decatur. I mean, this is incredible. For our city, for our people, and for the big game to have this as well.
And for people who aren't from here and they get to see what it's like, just a taste of Mardi Gras.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have going on behind us?
All right.
Oh, this is the Amelia Earharts.
Yep.
I love them.
Earharts.
Ah, a classic. They are a signature. They march in so many different Mardi Gras parades throughout the season. And again, as Alex has mentioned, you can catch us back here throughout Mardi Gras parade coverage. We are going to be covering so many different crews, and you're getting to see some of them. If you're watching from our streams right now, you're getting a taste of full-on Mardi Gras season.
That's right. This is Kennedy High School Marching Band going by right now.
No one.
No one's responding to the group text. Oh. You gotta fix it before Mardi Gras.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Welcome back. We're now looking at the Paramount and CBS Sports floats. Our continuing coverage, our NOLA.com Super Bowl committee host parade coverage. Yeah. So Paramount and CBS Sports now the official home of the AFC. CBS Sports has been broadcasting NFL games since 1956. And as always, they will be back on CBS and Paramount Sports coming up this upcoming fall. It's crazy. We're already talking about next football. Still got one more game to play, and it's the big one. So cool to be hosting the 11th Super Bowl right here in New Orleans. Who we got coming up next, Alex?
This is McDonough.
McDonough 35, high school marching band.
Yeah. Locals will know all of these. Whoa! Holy shit, that was loud. I'm not loud, but the booth is loud.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
All right, welcome back. You are watching our continuing coverage on NOLA.com for the Super Bowl Committee Host Parade, the first ever Super Bowl Committee Host Parade right here in New Orleans. This has been epic. I feel like I have seen, well, first of all, I've caught like 1,800 beads. We have a pile of beads beneath us.
Yep.
I caught doubloons. We've gotten cups. We've gotten stuffed animals. The throws have been a mixture of like classic New Orleans beads and a bunch of NFL affiliate sponsors. So coming up next, we've got the New Orleans Tourism and Cultural Fund Orpheus floats. So you can see the music symbols here.
So I can hear the
I just love all of the decorative floats that are being used. So Mayor LaToya Cantrell is going to be riding on this float. She is right up in the front, right under the trumpet. Mayor of New Orleans, LaToya Cantrell. Yes, indeed. Hey, hey. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you. Hi, friends. Oh, I love the umbrellas. Oh, my gosh. Hi. Hey, y'all. They were throwing umbrellas. I love it. Little second line umbrellas.
All right.
So you can see right there all the music notes on the Orpheus float. The Mayor of New Orleans, LaToya Cantrell, was right up in the front.
Nice.
That was a cool float. I love that one from Orpheus. Orpheus is one of the super crews that runs on Lundi Gras.
That is one of my favorite parades.
Now, you know, Alex, I did get a bead tossed close to my teeth earlier.
I know.
You watched
You
that
okay?
happen.
I know.
I'm good. I'm good.
You look good. It's okay. Well, folks, thanks for joining us here. We are in the downtown New Orleans Central Business District. Thanks for joining us today. How much more we got? We got a few more floats.
We got
left?
a few more floats, and I'm already kind of like, wait, I want more.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I want more. This has been so much fun watching all the different crews. And this was like a classic for those of you that are watching on stream. Typically, depending on the parade, you either have more floats or more bands. This has been like float, band, float, band. So we've gotten the perfect mixture.
Yeah.
Like the perfect elixir of like New Orleans parade. It's all about the bands and the floats. You can't have one but not the other.
And we got a few dancing crews. We had like the 610 Stompers.
Amelia Earhart's were out there.
They're great. Yeah.
What's been your favorite throw? I mean, you've got this one. This looks good.
I mean,
Purple and gold.
This is the official New Orleans Host Committee Super Bowl parade, right? This is like the one we all need.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed there was like a Frito-Lay bead that I didn't get. That,
Okay,
I see down
that
there.
That one's on the ground. I got a lay. Here we go.
what'd you get?
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
I didn't put this one on yet, but yeah, we've got a little Lay's official
nice.
sponsor.
There
Got
we
all
go.
the purple and gold footballs, and then you know I'm a doubloon
Yeah,
snob.
we got doubloons.
So for those of y'all that are at home, doubloons are like signature Mardi Gras allure coins.
Love it.
And they're made with metal,
Love
right?
it. Yep.
And this one has the king on the front, the official New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee logo on the back.
Yep.
This one's going in like a little safe box so that, you know, as a kid, my sister and I would fight.
Yeah.
Mallory, I love you. But we would be like, who caught more doubloons? You know, it was like all about the doubloons. So I got one, Mal.
Love it. Good. glad we're doing well up here. Who we got next? Right
Covington
up next.
High School Marching Band. So this is a North Shore school, just north of New Orleans, Covington. Hi. What's up? Yes, shout out to the band mamas. There are so many band mamas and dads that, I mean, it takes a lot of work and a lot of teamwork in the household, right?
Oh, yeah.
To get you ready, to get you out here, to get you unpacked, unloaded, prepped. Shout out to all of our band mamas and dads out there. Thank y'all for making Mardi Gras what it is. And today, the Super Bowl. That was Covington High School. We've got a couple more floats that are still on the way. I am so excited about the next float. This is the Ochsner coming up next. So, Alex, what's been your favorite float so far today? If you had to pick one, there's been a lot, right?
Okay, so the Smoky Mary, because I like the Smoky Mary in like every parade.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So the Smoky Mary, for those of y'all watching at home, that was
whenever we see it in its normal parade, is what I must say. Yeah.
Well, that's what was cool is I feel like they were in maybe Crew of Boo. I know they were in the Jingle Parade,
right?
For Christmas, and now they were one of the leading floats today. So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love how we incorporate so many different crews, into something like this to make it happen.
Yes, it's very cool. I love that we get to see a sampling of all the other Mardi Gras parades coming up.
Let's see, who do we hear? Oh, this is Ochsner Medical. So fun fact about this float, on the Ochsner float, they're throwing unique goodies that include Louisiana-made jambalaya mix, glitter kits, and a locally made hand scrub.
Love that. Okay, cool. And we're going to go to a quick break while we're waiting for the next few things to come up. Stay with us, folks.
Clear. A strong and healthy Louisiana.
For some reason, these glasses that I've got on, and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the first ever Super Bowl host committee parade right here in New Orleans for our 11th hosting operation, we're going to call it, because this has been a production today. I love this.
It's pretty cool. And we got the Super Bowl tomorrow. This is, you said, our 11th time hosting the Super Bowl, right?
11th time hosting, and what better way to do it than to welcome all of the visitors and the locals alike to New Orleans with a parade.
Very
to
cool.
Celebrate both of these two teams.
It doesn't get any better than this. Who is passing right now? Do you know what band this is?
So right now, we have got South Plaquemines High Marching Band.
Okay.
South Plaquemines High Marching Band.
They look great.
Uh-oh, they're the Hurricanes. Okay, all right. I mean, that makes sense. Plaquemines Parish. South Plaquemines.
You step back.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for sticking with us, folks. This is a taste of what to expect for Mardi Gras.
So for folks that are watching at home, this is kind of what the folks that are just joining in and have visited New Orleans for, they're excited about what's about to pass behind us. We've got the official Eagles and Chiefs parade focus.
Pretty cool.
They are, I mean, look, they've got I feel like we're about to start hearing Eagles chants.
Yeah.
Okay, people in the comments, like, are y'all rooting for Chiefs, Eagles?
Yeah.
Do we have, like, a bias? I feel like it's been 50-50 split.
Let's hear from our Saints people, too.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine us hosting our own
I know.
Super Bowl?
How fun would that be?
One day. Wow. And it looks like they've got the Eagles cheer squad.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Saquon Barkley, I believe, up at the front? I'm about to start chanting for the Eagles. Man, this is so cool.
Go Birds.
Woo!
Yeah.
Look, Philly knows how to party.
Oh, yeah.
Philly knows how to party. They brought the energy. All right, and here, they've got, looks like Archbishop Shaw coming up next.
All right. Another local favorite.
That was really cool. That was really cool.
Love it. Okay, so if that was...
I didn't hear any boos. I didn't hear any Saints boos. No Saints fans booing in the background yet. We did play... Okay, so I went to the Eagles-Saints game early in the season, and that was when both teams were like 2-0. Our season didn't go the way theirs went. I wish that it did, but just how pivotal of a game that was early in the season, and now here the Eagles are back in New Orleans for a second time because they played here, and now they're playing here again. So do they have home field advantage? I don't know.
Love it. Well, who do you want to win? Should we even say that on camera?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Chiefs fans, hold your ears.
Yeah.
Like, NFC, right? Saints are NFC. I do I'm in the middle because Chiefs, Mahomes, three-peat in New Orleans, history, boom, right? That is a storyline.
Yeah.
But then you've got the Eagles that had Saquon Barkley get traded to them. It was like a whole big sports deal, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Can I root for the food?
Yeah, same. I'm rooting for the Saints who aren't playing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Archbishop Shaw Eagles is what you're watching now.
Love it.
And fun how they paired Archbishop Shaw, which are the Eagles, up with those umbrellas are so cool.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
All right, folks, welcome back to the New Orleans Super Bowl Host Committee Parade. Super Bowl tomorrow, big day. And we just had the Eagles go by us.
And now we've got the Chiefs coming up. I see a lot of people in red and gold down the street that are cheering. Uh-oh. Eagles fans, they were like, we're out. But this is a rematch game.
That's
Payback time.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, I love her headpiece. I just noticed the headpiece.
Who's that?
I know, right behind us. I love the headpiece.
Oh.
Yep, so there's Patrick Mahomes leading the Chiefs float.
Yeah.
All right, Chiefs fans. Woo! Yeah! Woo-woo! Uh-oh, I hear Eagles chants trying to break. Yeah, so there you can see right there on our parade cam, we've got Mahomes leading the charge for the Chiefs. Both of these floats, you know, I mean, it takes so much preparation. And Barry Kern said, hey, look, the only thing we didn't know years in advance was who we were going to be putting on those floats. But they said they had the bodies made.
Right.
And then they just had to throw jerseys and colors and logos, and they were good to go. That was
just gotta
awesome.
Change the colors. Love
just
it.
Got to change the colors.
Yeah, and a lot of these floats we're going to see again for Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Which is coming up.
Hopefully more Saints themed.
But there's going to be a lot more Saints themed stuff for Mardi Gras, which, you know, there always is. So that'll be fun.
This has been incredible. I mean, I love all of the bands. I love the memorabilia that so many fans are going to be able to take home. And viewers at home, hopefully y'all had a blast watching some of the different, you know, isms of New Orleans parade culture.
Yeah.
Because this is what we are known for a party, but parades are part of that party. It's part of the culture and embodying kind of just the spirit of the city.
Yeah. If you're on the fence about coming to Mardi Gras for New Orleans, come on down. Come see us. It's going to be a fun Mardi Gras.
And we're going to be hosting a bunch of stuff right here with NOLA.com parade coverage.
This exact spot. So all of the Uptown Mardi Gras parades, you can look at the schedule on NOLA.com. We're going to be broadcasting from this spot. Every Mardi Gras parade that comes down this route, check it out on YouTube and on NOLA.com. We'll be here. We're going to have a colorful cast of characters joining us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We might have to outfit it out. I mean, have you started crafting? Like, what's going on? Are we crafting already?
You mean outfits?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, I like to rock the Dirty Coast stuff.
Yep.
You know, and then whatever I catch, I start putting on.
Today I tried to go like all different stuff. So sneaker politics. I've got Bond Folk socks. I've got Allen apparel shirt.
Oh, give all the shout outs so you can get some
sunglasses. Yeah. These are the. I'm obsessed.
I love it, man. I love it. Folks, while we still got you, we're going to cut to a commercial real quick. Shout out to Ochsner.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you. Long live Louisiana. Long live you.
Folks, thanks for sticking with us to the very end. If you're just joining us, I hope you're not. I hope you've been with us the whole time, but I'm Alex Pomez.
I'm Scott Pilier, and what a fun day. You and I's first time hosting and emceeing the first ever Super Bowl host committee parade right here in New Orleans.
Maybe we'll get to do it again in another, 6 to 7 years
or
something like that?
We need to be put on the 5-year rotation. I feel like there's
rotation.
been so many commentators, so many visitors that have been so impressed. The world has changed a lot since 2013 when we last hosted.
Yeah.
And New Orleans has only grown to be more of a hosting city. We always have done it right. But I feel as if this week showed the world what New Orleans is all about.
Yes, big time. And just a taste for Mardi Gras coming up around the corner. If you've never been to New Orleans, if you're tuning in just for the Super Bowl, then if this is your introduction to New Orleans, fantastic.
What an introduction.
We'd love to see you down here. Yeah, and I'm really excited about the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Yep.
Do you have big Super Bowl watch plans?
So I'm going to go to a couple different tailgate parties.
Nice.
But for the game, you know, my husband and I, we've been like, should we just stay in for the Super Bowl and like whip up some like Super Bowl
I've been
dips?
thinking about that too, man. It's
You know?
like, do you go out and, I got friends who are like, let's go to the sports bar around the corner, and it's going to be packed.
It's going to be
which
packed.
sounds fun. Or do I sit on the sofa, crack open some cheese dip,
Look, I saw someone say that the Super Bowl is a lot of grocery stores Super Bowl too.
Oh,
because like they're preparing so many things for people to come home and make Super Bowl and kind of have like that camaraderie aspect. So like whether you're going out or staying in, it's just a good time, you know? Like
gonna be a
people
blast,
love staying up late. The halftime performance is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
You know?
The big question is, what are we doing tonight?
Okay, all right. What are we doing tonight?
What events are going on tonight in New Orleans? Let us know in the YouTube comments what's going on.
You know what I need? I need a frozen cocktail.
You need a frozen cocktail. I know. What time is it? Is it too early? Let's see.
It's
12:30.
No.
It's not too early, right? In New Orleans, the day before the Super Bowl.
What's your favorite frozen cocktail?
Ooh, it's got to be.
Let us know in the comments if y'all are still here watching. I want to know because like I am a frozen cocktail snob.
Okay. I'm going with, I don't know if you want to count this, but I'm going with frozen Irish coffee at Molly's on the market.
Oh, I was going to rival you with Aaron Rose. Aaron Rose has the frozen Irish coffee.
I don't know if it's the same recipe, but they're pretty close to me. I'm probably going to get all kinds of comments for that. But I'm partial to Molly's because I know Trey Monahan is an old friend, the guy who runs that place. But Aaron Rose, I think, is just as good.
It is. They both have that little like Oreo coffee grind concoction.
Yep.
Whatever that is.
Whatever it is, I love getting.
I never have it anywhere else, but that's where it is.
Lubricated at the same time.
Like,
fantastic.
I mean, you can't go wrong with daiquiris, but like
a good.
Ooh.
There's a Super Bowl soulful celebration. Do we know where that is? That's tonight. If anybody knows where that is, let us know. And if you have tickets.
And for like locals and visitors alike that are in New Orleans right now, honestly, this is one of those moments where you can take advantage of New Orleans being one of the most walkable cities in the country, right?
Absolutely.
So like you just pop down here. You don't have to have a plan when you come to New Orleans. The plan comes to you.
That's true.
Like you are just like walking around, hopping and bopping, and you see an activation. And I went yesterday down along Decatur. I mean, you are just bombarded. I don't know if I should say this, with free stuff. There's all kinds of free things. Like I was being handed. I know, but I mean, then they're going to get bombarded because you know how we know. I mean, like we love catching free stuff at parades.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of free activations in the quarter and across New Orleans right now that like us locals should be taking advantage of.
Oh yeah.
And enjoying bags of chips that were like fried green tomato chips.
Amazing.
What?
I got to figure out how to sneak onto the Cheetos boat. That's my goal.
The USS Cheeto.
The USS Cheeto. I just need a picture on that thing.
I think you and I could get.
If you're with Cheetos.
If you're with Cheetos.
If you're with Frito-Lay.
Alex and Scott.
I just want a selfie on the Cheetos boat. That's all I want, or the paddle boat, whatever it is.
If I had a lifetime supply of Cheetos, that wouldn't be bad.
I like how most people in this position would be like, hey, can I have Super Bowl tickets? I'd love to go to the Super Bowl, but you know what I really want is I just want to be on the Cheetos boat.
You and I are going to be at home by like 5:02 tomorrow.
After a couple cocktails.
A couple of cocktails during the day, then we're going to like pack this week.
Love it. It's like I have to brace myself for Mardi Gras because it's going to be, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
We are about to roll right in to all of that. But today, for all of you that are watching, enjoy New Orleans.
Yeah.
Enjoy all of the different commercials that we're about to see.
Yep.
I mean, that's part of the discourse,
Tune in for
right?
Mardi Gras. Yeah, if you haven't been here, come visit. It's going to be a great time.
You'll probably see Alex and I back here on the New Orleans
You'll be sick
streets
of me. I'm going to be here all the time.
Prepare to be sick of me.
Folks, thanks for joining us. Big shout out to Ochsner for being our sponsor today. And we have another word from them, and we hope to see you back for Mardi Gras. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, y'all.
At Ochsner Health, our purpose is clear: a strong and healthy Louisiana. Serving with more than exceptional care, with education and workforce development initiatives, and investments in economic development. We believe in innovation with compassion to give more hope and create more smiles. Because at the core of every community is you, Long live Louisiana. Long live you.